subscribe button and help the channel grow, and then binge watch the channel. There's so much there for you to enjoy. A new playlist I've just started for zodiac sign specific, and the rest of it is the live streams and the videos and the shorts. And then you know, we've got the first commenter free read giveaway. If you're the first commenter on any of the videos or shorts or anything you find here, include your question, and you'll see there if you're the first person to ask. And then you will be the winner of the first commenter free read giveaway. It's a 15-minute pre-recorded personal read, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you will be right here with me when there are live readings, and you will be able to see when the link for your personal YouTube reading comes through as a reply to your question comment. All right, let's get started. Thank you for joining me. I'm CC. Thank you for joining Angel Radio Tarot as the channel grows. From your subscription numbers and your binge watching hours, that will mature the channel so we can start doing memberships and donations through YouTube. I'm not on any other platform. But for now, while the channel is growing, I welcome and I am so grateful for everyone's donations to the channel through Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. I don't know if you can see it. I watered my babies earlier. There you go. Oh, Simon heard babies. Babies. Hi, welcome viewer. Welcome. Hit that subscription button so you can join the chat. I don't think I have it set up that way. You can join the chat no matter what, and but please make sure you subscribe to the channel. What do we got? The cards were waiting for me to shut the hell up. There's new beginnings here for someone. I need to make a minor shift because you can't see Jack. I'll narrow you down here just a little bit. None of the table is showing. Get all the way down here. There we go, folks. All right, now you can see some more. Great, that works better. I haven't moved the table. I haven't moved the camera, but I pulled the camera down to set up for the show. So there are new beginnings here for sure. A creative inspiration. There's an intuition here. Artistic expression. Somebody's jumping into a new project here. Hi, people sing. Wonderful to have you here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, please, and the notification bell so you can catch in with the next live reading as well. Oh, let's see. This new beginning is going to be, maybe you're going to be going to school. It's about an education here, an opportunity for learning. Ah, nuts. I just put flea dip on the dogs. I just got it all over me. Reliability. Yeah, there's an education opportunity. The Page of Pentacles is bringing in information about a learning kind of exploration. It's very practical opportunity here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a learning opportunity here. You're going to be learning something new. If it is a job you're going to be learning some new. This is a learning phase for you. Try to remember, learning feels like stupid. Don't let it challenge your self-esteem here. Thank you, everyone, for joining the channel. I'm glad it does. I'm glad it does. Hi, Narmeen. Nice to have you here. Let's see. I'm going to remind everyone throughout the show here to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when the next live show is. The Chariot here, this is definitely someone's going to be changing location for an educational or learning opportunity. There is some indecision, lack of progress, failed confidence, and failed partnerships. Maybe you've tried to do this in the past and it didn't pull off. So there's a little bit of, thank you for the hypes. That helps the channel grow. That helps the channel so much. Yashvin, hi, thank you. Well, we'll see what the cards have to say. This is a general reading, so it may resonate with you, or you may have to wait until later in the reading for your energy to come through for the cards and get the answer that you're looking for. There is some emotional maturity. There's a King of Cups here. This is very emotionally based. This isn't our family man. This is our stoic. There's a stoic here in male energy. Someone's being very cool right now. Taking on a lot of responsibility. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Narmina, if that comes through. Maybe that was it. Here, the thing about the general reading is I don't go in attacking for individual questions so much as bringing your question forward. I mean, catching it through helps resonate through the communication cycle, and making my contact with you here helps me tune into your angel radio frequency. There's some responsibility here. This is emotional maturity. Someone around you is the kind that doesn't smile much because they feel the burdens of being the grown-up in the room. If you love this person, give them the room to smile and play by taking on more responsibility. There is an imbalance here. Someone's doing all the work so that the rest of the room gets to be at leisure. So the rest of the room doesn't even realize that there's work being done because things are so lovely and light and breezy. But there's someone that is putting on this show for your benefit, and they're not getting a chance to enjoy any of it, because who is in the room right now that's still on their feet while everyone's relaxed? And they're going to say, no, 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 because they know it has to be done, because you're not going to get up and do it. Who is still standing right now where everyone else is sitting down? They're taking on hard work. They are definitely pulling it off, and they make it look easy. But the effort is expended the same. Just because someone is more skilled at it doesn't take the effort that it takes where they... the devil. Yeah, you're realizing that you've been selfish. That someone else has been providing for your benefit. When do they ever get to enjoy it? I'm taking issue with the crew here. It's wonderful that you have this leisure and this joy. It was built for you to do that very thing. Make sure everyone in the room gets to take joy in it. Why would somebody in this gorgeous setting refuse to sit down and enjoy it? Because it's fucking never ending. To keep this like this means that somebody has to be slaving at it. When do they get to sit down? Why can't you take turns? Well, we'll see, Alina Said. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That's what helps things. Gets you back here, and the subscribing gets the algorithms going up. I'm really, really just trying to get that point across because I want to see the channel grow. It's growing so quickly now. And I'm excited about the momentum. I'm excited about how many people are reaching out, how many people this is reaching. And the bigger this collective grows, the bigger the energy that comes through for everyone. Look at this king just popped right out here. There's someone is being greedy. You're looking around and realizing that there are people among you who see the person that is doing all the work and going, I know, right? They do this shit. And we just relax. Just fucking sit down. Let them do it. Just fucking let them do it. Don't argue with them. There's some grandma energy that's being taken unkindly advantage of. Someone is wiping your ass, Shotley. You really want to be that guy? Because think about it. They might be doing that for you and be gentle parenting or whatever for you, grandbaby. But when you leave, they're going, that kid's never going to be able to do anything on his own. I don't understand. This is just, I'm really afraid for this kid. Like, And that's why they keep doing it for you, because they're genuinely concerned that you are not able to, like you've gone soft. You went soft and you're not coming back out. Like, it's not even about, they can't register that you're spoiled. You're like, there is some like infantile weaponized incompetence here. Monica, we'll see if your information comes up here. Let's sweep this away, okay? Someone's just like having a revelation that's like, oh my God, is that how they see that? I thought I was letting her grandma me. No, you need to do more. You need to do more to appreciate them. Roberts Miranda, hi, nice to have you here. Oh, spoiled? Yeah, much? That's what that looks like from the other side, okay? You think you would never let your kid be spoiled, right? But you're having relationships where you're being that guy. Don't be that guy. And you didn't know that's what that looks like. But no, that's... Come on. Come on. Come on. Really? Really? You got to this point in your life and you didn't realize that that's what being spoiled looks like? Like, let's see. Alanas, let's keep your focus on your question here, and let's see if the cards will resonate through and give you an answer here. I am not calling out for anyone specific, but we'll call together. There's a burnout here, restlessness, a lack of introspection. Ignoring warning signs. Somebody's got some red flags going on. Somebody's got some red flags. Surviving the apocalypse. Hi, wonderful to have you back. Yeah. Is this you? Someone's in burnout. We've got the Four of Swords in the inverse. Someone's lack of sleep. You might not be sleeping well right now. This is a general read, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And I welcome your comments. Let me know where you're hailing from. Let's see. Yeah, there is. So yeah, this is the other side of that grandma spoiled scenario. There's burnout. They can't keep this shit up. Why do you think they send you home? Yeah, you can come here because you're their grandbaby. They're not going to let you just crash. But hi, Cheryl Gonzalez. How is it down in NOLA? I hope it's warm down there. You guys getting any ice this year? Let's see. I got babies over in Baton Rouge. I used to live over by, I lived in Slidell for a little bit. Abundance, luxury, but at the same time, laziness, procrastination, and lack of progress. See, this is how grandma sees you. Is you like, everything is being fucking handed to you. Why are you being a little bitch? She loves you. She's going to keep feeding you. You're always going to have a pair of shoes over grandma's house. But come on now. You how old and you still living at Meemaw's back room? Let's see. Yeah, this playing the fool has turned into like, wow, you went there. Okay, you're how old and you're still living it. Yeah, again, I'm getting that. Yeah, you really, come on, dude. Oh, you can't. Oh, is this like now you're gonna play that? But I can't do it on my own card now. Like, dude, you've been living on somebody else's kind of apron strings almost, right? Well, you about to. What I'm getting here now is, wow, that this isn't your energy that's emanating here. This is the person in your life that has been supporting you up to now. And they are getting to that point where, okay, now this is the appropriate time for cord cutting. And I'm talking about just like pushing you out onto your own. And now I'm getting some, we've fast forwarded into a professional relationship here. And your mentor is like No, 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 no. This is, I'm not doing this for you anymore. You go, you need to handle this. You need to go handle the client. Yeah, and we're back to this burnout, recklessness again. Did I say recklessness? Yeah, it's this burnout, recklessness. You only get one of those in your career, in your growing up. You only get one crash out of growing pains. Acceptance and forgiveness. But look, there's a lot of release of anxiety, lots of tears, but it's tough love. The judgment card's right on top of it. This is some tough love. This is your first and only warning. If you crash out twice, you're going to be that guy. And there's going to be some bridge burning. If you crash out a third time, they're going to write you off. You get no more favor. So this is your... Someone's getting told off. Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. It doesn't mean you only get to crash out once in your life. It just means these growing pains, look, honey, if your mama's standing around, your auntie's standing around, they're 20, 30 years older than you. Maybe they're only 15 years older than you. But we all do this phase after phase. And this is all part, it's growing pains because we all have to grow up. But you're scared. Well, this is, okay. Well, there you go. Okay. There's a Page of Swords came in. And again, we're dealing with the, it's the Six of Wands down. Lack of recognition, lack of success, but combined with self-doubt and a lack of self-confidence. There's a lack of inspiration. You have forgotten you do not live in a vacuum. Everyone else around you can see you and see you moving through your life. And if they don't even know you, they're looking at you and seeing where you at. What they know about you and what they can read off of you and what, what little bit of interchange they have with you. You walk around and do the same thing. Everyone that you experience, you have to relate to in some way. And what you relate to with them informs you about who they are until you know more. And people are walking around watching you go, oh, damn. Jason, I just recorded your personal pre-recorded 15-minute read right before I started this live stream right here. And I will be sending you the link for that. I'll have to upload it. So it'll take, a couple of hours after this is over. And you'll get a link as a reply to your question there. Hit that notification bell so you know when that comes through. You should have already seen my reply letting you know as a heads up. Somebody is going through, and this isn't cash poverty. Thank you for the hearts. Witchcraft, you are a witch. You're fucking right, I am, bitch. That's right. I'm also a nun of the Holy Order of St. Hildegard of Bingen of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. So suck it. She was a mystic from the 1500s, from the dark or the Middle Ages, and she was just canonized as the only woman and just fourth physician of the Catholic Church. So you better check your shit and look her up. She had amazing visions, and she told popes and judges and fucking feudal lord leaders what the fuck was up. She told heads of church what the fucking deal was. She didn't put up with shit, and I don't either. Let's see. Yeah, someone's coming into some kind of spiritual hardship. There's like a vacuum there. It's not anything somebody did to you. It is something just like a lacking of character. I'm going to straighten the camera just a bit and probably fuck it all up. There we go. Yeah, there's just like a pout. That's... Thank you, Breck. That's what's up. That's what's up. You don't think I can pull down this kind of authority and not hold my autonomy? Come on. You gotta get that shit straightened out in your head if you're gonna be pulling down messages from the divine. If you're gonna hear any of that, you better get the messaging straight, or that shit'll drive you crazy. What else we got? So somebody is in a lack mentality or a scarcity mentality. And I don't think that this is an impoverishment of wealth here, though that may follow if you're exhibiting a moral bankruptcy. Lack of effort, shirking responsibilities, feeling overwhelmed, procrastination, and burnout. Abuse of power, manipulation, coldness, and a lack of empathy. There we go. There's just a period of... This is self-sabotage. Someone has self-sabotaged. Like somebody stepped on their own dick here. Temperance. You're being advised for temperance. That's all it is. This isn't somebody coming down or trying to crack heads. You did this to yourself. And look, I'm always talking to high vibe people. I'm always talking to my high vibe tribe. But everybody makes mistakes. We're human. And sometimes we are tempted by vengeance and tempted by just, we're not perfect. We're all trying to interpret our experience and make the best judgments as we go along. And sometimes we get a little butthurt and we make bad judgments on purpose. And that's, I do that every day, but I do it only if I know what the consequences will be. And we only call it otherwise. We only call it a lack of wisdom if we're not like, if I don't know what the options are first or something. There's somebody here that just like, oh shit, I didn't know it was going to be like that. I wouldn't have done it. Well, no shit. We make mistakes. It's what you do with that. Yeah, the Fool card is back out here. Learning feels like stupid. No worries, man. New beginnings. Material new beginnings. Prosperity, abundance, manifestation beginnings. New opportunities. We're back into the coins. We're acing it. It's all good. It's all good. Course correction. Course correction. Don't be like them. Don't be like them. No, don't be like them. Don't be like them. There's a fear of change here. There's someone is concerned about stepping out on their own to hold the moral line. That you might have overspent, or you might have overspent a favor, or overspent financially. There was you went on a little adventure, maybe took some laziness, put off some work so that you could go and have some experience. And then it just like you overextended. Somebody bounced a check here. Somebody bounced a check. Somebody wrote a check they asking cash. When I was coming up, the idea of women, like dudes were still on the radio in Seattle talking about don't date these single moms. Don't date these single moms. Because that was the red pill message back then, was that they're just coming after you for your money. They would not considering at all that some women had children so that they didn't have to deal with a man. But the whole trope was don't be Don't be going after these single baby mamas. But then what on the back of that was women getting told, quit leaving your babies with these boyfriends. You don't fucking know these dudes. You've been dating this guy for 3.5 weeks and you're going to run up to the store and leave him on your sofa. And then shit happens to your kid and then you wonder why. That shit you got to take responsibility for. So now we're in a phase, and we're getting back to some dating stuff. Now we're in a phase where people are hitting it and bouncing like that's life. Like, I didn't come here for a relationship. I came here to get laid. And be cool to me while you're doing all getting it down with me, but I don't really want to know you the rest for anything else. I got people for that. So now it's like, quit making babies with these dudes that you're picking up and getting with for 6 months and then expecting to like have picked a good father for your baby and that these are dudes that you're going to leave your baby with. No, this is just somebody you dated 6 months longer than the dude that you dated for 3 weeks, and you gonna leave that with your baby? No, quit fucking dudes you don't know. Quit making babies with people you don't know. Okay. People gotta get back. You want to make America great again. People need to be fucking accountable for their behavior. And I'm talking about, like, you can't expect somebody to just like breeze into your life and be like, you can't pick baby daddies like that. You can't. When I was coming up, it was like, oh, we'll just get married after we know each other for 6 months. And it's all good because you're making a commitment instead of sleeping around, right? You're going to have one person you're sleeping with. That was the moral correct, whatever. You don't have a single life. You date. As in you go out for dinner and shit, and then you pick a husband, and that's who you fuck, and that's who you make babies with. You just better hope to God you've known this dude long enough that you picked a good daddy to be your family head. And the intention was to stay with him for 40 years. Now people do that shit in 6 months with no intention of hanging on to him. So there's like even less accountability for who they're going to be when you turn your back. Honesty, facing consequences, playing fair, coming clean, and releasing guilt. We got the 7 of Swords here. It's this release of guilt here on the individual level. Man, my ears are ringing so hard I can hardly hear my own voice. It's like stage fright. Somebody doesn't want to hear their own truth here. Someone can't hear their own truth here. It's not even about resisting. It's that your truth has been encoded and wrapped with a legacy of lie. That it's convention. It's convention. You are so brainwashed with specific words that are tied to ideas that from the outside, those ideas are not allowed into your framework because they would destroy your framework. Your framework only works if you exigent. What's exigent? It is exclusive of these ideas. So your culture around these ideas won't even allow you to have the word in your vocabulary that would go, but why would you? That's what they're trying to avoid. Why would you? Words that lead to curiosity. Exigent. Why would you need a word like exigent? I don't know how to spell exigent, but this is a great word for the vocabularian. Because I've used this, I don't think I've used this word. I have heard it in context, but I cannot remember the context. And I could not reapply the word if I wanted to. So instead of walking around saying stupid shit, exigent. Somebody get me started. How does exigent work? How is it spelled? TVWX. This is how you learn to spell, folks. This is how you learn to spell. Because I'm scanning all these other words that it's not. And those are going in the file. Might have to look this up another time. Existential. Exigent, equity, exigent, E-X-I-G-E-N-T. It's an adjective requiring immediate aid or action, requiring or calling for much, demanding. It's very demanding. Okay, we'll save that for the vocabularium. Ow! So this is, what? This would be the Chariot. This is coming in with urgency. Something was disrupting we got really off on a flow there. Yeah, pressing or demanding. I bet you Googled it. And we're back to the Ace of Wands. There's this lack of inspiration and the blocking the creativity. And how this pairing comes together, because I shuffled these a couple of times since then. This pairing with the Queen of Swords, this abuse of power and manipulation, again, paired exactly. All right, we've got a break of information flow here. Yeah, it's like somebody flipped the channel. Somebody flipped the channel on me, and I'd have to go back and re-watch to even remember what we were just talking about. So I just got blocked. I got blocked hard. I got blocked hard with that demanding, with the exigent came in. Somebody was detouring me. I was about to talk about somebody's business and give them away. What do we got? It's a dark Scorpio here. There's a chill in the room. There's a distinct new draft in the room. Yeah, you might be, I think you might be a Scorpio. I'm talking to a Scorpio. Talking to a Scorpio that is... Again, this reading is the stagnation and the symptoms of chaos. So what we're reading for here, when we're finding individuals we're reading for, instead of tuning into, oh, I'm talking to my high vibes, everybody's perfect, no, we're reaching into what happens when you're having a suck-ass day. What happens when my high vibes are having a low vibe day? How do we get out of it? Thank you so much, Eminem. I hope you subscribed. It sure does help the channel. I appreciate it so much. And thank you to everyone who contributes to my efforts to grow the channel until it matures on YouTube, and sending your donations to Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. That's amazing. Yeah, thank you so much, Jason. Yeah, turn it on. Now, I haven't uploaded the link for you yet, but you should see it within probably the next 12 hours. You should see it by the end of today. Oh, thank you. I don't know what the subbed... Oh, you subscribed. Gotcha. I had to sound it out. What do we got here? Okay, we're doing enough business here, folks. Let's get in the read. Well, we're going to do a 5-card spread here. We got this wad right in the middle. We're going to take whatever we got right here, because that just came up nice and neat. Get the rest of the cards are being shuffled away like sand. This is like taking money out of the ATM, and this is like counting them right in front of the camera before I reach for my pocket here, just so you know I'm for reals. Well, you'll have to wait for your link there, Dason. That's the whole point. Somebody here is, they feel like they're everything they need. I'm everything that I need. And this has always been a very demanding statement for me, a reminding of my boundaries when someone is overreaching into my energy or being over demanding. I am everything I need. I don't need this shit. Fuck this shit. I don't have, fuck that. I do not need this shit. I am everything I need. Because when I'm waiting, you might be inviting people into your life, and it's because you feel a need. You have a need somehow, and you have opened your circle to get someone to come into it to fill that need. Let's see. Well, you can catch the stream again, Mighty Moo, if you hit that notification bell. Let's see. Have you kind of opened yourself into a bit of succubus energy? There's some blessings here, or you're trying to reach for blessings. You've caught yourself sucking up to somebody. Dark Pisces, my Pisces out here. You're having a hard day. Yeah, you can't hide. You can't hide. Not hiding in the closet, not hiding out in the open. You can't hide. You can't ignore this. Something in the last 24 to 48 hours. It's something that happened in the past 24 to 48 hours. You're feeling some embarrassment. I've done this. I woke up this morning thinking about something I said to somebody in April, May, when Pete Hegseth started attacking trans and queer active duty members and retirees. I went to a young person in my world, and my daughter's out and queer, my son is out and queer. And I said to him, and he's small frame dude, and he's just like transmorphic, and I was just like, Raven, I don't know what to say. This is like a whole generation and a half of young people who have never had to act straight to save their life. And I felt in that moment, because of the attacks on military trans and queer, that was going to send a wave of oppression back through the community. And I said this, and the next thing that came out of my mouth was, they're going to have to. They might have to. And I wish I could take that back because of the way his face changed. And it's the first time I realized I was the first message to him about this. Like this wasn't real. That wasn't real in his world until then. And I hated being the one to send that message. It's something you've done or said in the last 24 to 48 hours has dropped on you like this, something you wish you could take back. Do not be distracted by senseless affairs. Understand these messages come through us from divine. If your heart's in the right place, if you really are being, and Pisces, oh, look at that. I went to touch Pisces to move these cards around, and Pisces slid. I'll show you. Pisces was like this, and when I touched Pisces, it slid and flipped and just gently, gracefully stopped upright. Some Pisces, you're realizing you just released some guilt here. And now there's some transparency here. Some of your ideas about wrongdoing. I felt like the devil. I felt like I'd done wrong. I felt the guilt. Funny how the guilt comes in on the perception of your sin. But you really were acting like a starseed. You really were moving in a starseed intention. And those things, even if that person can never forgive you for planting that seed in their mind, karma will ensure the benefit. Karma will ensure the benefit. And you may never get to see it. Okay. That was our demanding message. Oh, and now let me tell you something here. Uh, and it's gone. When we are suffering through guilt, when we are suffering from anything that is being contraindicative of our chakras free flow, anytime our karmic flow is blocked by circumstance and emotional incident, our cringe, our resistance, our pain, our turmoil, this is what feeds the darkness. That's why they keep pushing it at you. That's why they keep throwing it in front of you and tripping you up. That's how they get their feed. That's how the zombies in this world get their sustenance. That's how the darkness sustains itself, is by introducing chaos. These are the symptoms of chaos. It creates your suffering. Your suffering, if you come in with good intention this way, and there's still suffering involved, that's how you know that there is an evil hand involved. What the hell was that? Don't dig any deeper. That's exactly the point we're getting to. Understand that these little things that fall in and cause you pain, your own emotions, are being plucked by demonic forces, not for you to do bad, but just it's enough in this day and age. You don't have to go out and be a serial murderer, unaliver. It's just the guilt, pain, and emotional toil. That's enough for that dark energy to feed on. Someone is not under the influence here. They do this on purpose. This is a complete conscious effort to draw suffering from you. Leo, there's a Leo that's having an awakening here about the suffering that they're causing. The symptoms of chaos. This is an exercise. This is an opportunity for you to master a new skill. And there's more to be known here. This is none forthcoming. As far as it's going to be unknown. No, there's knowledge coming. This is training. This is training. There's something that you're being. Divine is grooming you for greater purpose, so that when greater purpose comes, you will be at ease. Whoa, okay. Not off planet, so it's right here. Right here, how? Right here, where? Right in front of you. You're not going to have to go anywhere to get this done. It's going to come to you. Just like wherever you are, there will be an opportunity for you to exercise this mastery. 99% of your problems come from your interactions with other human beings. Spend some time with your dogs and realize how little they talk. Can you move amongst humans without speaking, without barking? Spend a day moving amongst humans, saying as little as possible. Expressing as little as possible. Don't let it be usurped by efforts of text. I can test all that shit. I don't talk to anybody anyway. I can just like send an email or whatever. I can handwrite a note. No, this is like cut yourself off from expressing and engaging. Just for 24 on 12. And it was 44:44 when we're talking about it. This is an exercise you're being prompted from divine to do. It is a vow of silence. It is a meditative state where you stop busying yourself with trying to make a point. Non-corporeal. Yeah, this is a spiritual engagement. This will be your localized spiritual retreat. 24-hour reverse sabbatical. 24-hour emotional engaging cloister. Go off the grid. Go off the grid with your heart and with your mind, your intention, everything. Still all of that. Hold your tongue. Just hold your tongue. You don't have to be in a trance. Just hold your tongue. The exercise of reminding yourself to, I don't have to say anything here. There aren't any words necessary. It's like buying a pack of gum at a POS station. You know, they got the freaking, the whole, you go in a convenience store and they got the whole electronic point of sale system, and you just want like a 75-cent piece of gum, and they want, you need a receipt. No, we don't need, it's cash. I got 75 cents in coin here. We don't need to bring paper into this. Someone is, yeah, there's an attitude of modesty here, and it's not moral modesty. It's a modesty of expression. Heavenly angels, you go into an angelic mode and stop trying to engage people on a power exchange, or stop trying to engage people. Step back, because you're having just this nonsensical power exchange just because a human walks up to you and goes, wah, 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 wah. No, it's like microaggression. How much of your engagement with the world is not fucking necessary, and that you go ahead and pick that fight up. It's like a little tiny little micro fight. Like you have to, it's a little microaggression at each other. Even if you're being polite, we don't give enough space to each other. We don't give enough space to each other and ourselves that gives us enough room to have a distance where we can invite someone to us. I find my dogs are fuck of a lot more honest. We utter all of this stuff that is unnecessary. It's all a lie. All of this unnecessary engagement with people. We make stuff up to fill the air. And all you're filling in the air is your hot breakfast breath. Or I can smell your lunch. That's all you're doing. I'm obliged to no one. You are not obliged to engage anybody for anything. Unless you're, got to conduct business. And you don't have to apologize for that. Okay, what's next? What do we got next? Yeah. And it's a habit. Anger is a habit. And anger, again, we go back to the belly chakra. Anger is powerlessness, frustrated. Now you express it in one of two ways. When you hit your head against something, when you hit a brick wall on some process and you get told no and you believe it, you frustrate. Now that frustration is expressed in two ways. And you internalize it and say, I can't do it. I can't do it. I failed. Oh, thank you for the hearts. When we externalize it, okay, so when we internalize it, we say, I can't do it, I'm broken, there's something wrong with me, I can't make it happen. We take on all of the no. We shame ourselves with it. It's shame. Now, when we blame other people for it, instead of just saying, oh, there's a brick wall, how do I go around it? When we blame other people for us not having the imagination to look over the wall and find another way, that's called anger. And shame and anger, neither one of them are actually emotions, but they are the time it takes for us to release the resistance and go, oh, okay. Oh, well, that wasn't much of a wall. Thank you, Mighty Moo. More Patham, that is a ridiculous question. Are you? Yes, I am against racism. Racism is based on race, which is based on finding a difference between you and me, so I have an excuse to dehumanize you and to take what you have and to destroy you in the process without emotion, consequence, or you know, without any kind of moral impact. I can walk away from that and feel okay because you're other, right? The greatest illusion we have is the illusion of separation. We are all these grubby little organisms that are just like a little snotty little wad of gooey, watery, nasty in a little freaking skin sack of bone we politely call a body, crawling all over this earth and acting like one is better than the other. Because why? Well, I'm sorry. If you think I'm such a piece of shit, then why do you want my stuff? Someone's trying to boss up. You go fuck around and find out. Ask my opinion again. Love y'all. Bless your heart. What do we got going on? We gonna ring a motherfucking bell because this girl got reactive. We need to calm the fuck down. Now that's my symptom of chaos. Because I didn't bring that energy here. And here it is. Sagittarius, you've got a broken coven, or there is a broken coven trying to enter the energy here that is being run by a Sagittarius. But it's Sagittarius in a positive vibe, so I think there's a Sagittarius here that's holding it down for us while there is, oh, I get it. The broken coven's on his head. Our Sagittarius just busted up that negative energy for us. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Elizabeth, thank you very much for your comment. You have more self-respect for yourself than that. You need to clarify, Elizabeth, before I block you from the channel. And I'm not even going to wait. See, that's where my self-respect is. Because you're on my channel. You're on my channel in my space. No, I think these ridiculous questions are going to stop. I shall. Thank you for your time. I shall. Very good. Thank you. All right. And where was that other ridiculous question? All right. That's better. Boy, that lifted like just perfectly, didn't it? Exactly. If you can't say something nice, then keep your motherfucking mouth shut. Somebody was definitely under the fucking influence. Stepping back to clear my head. Because I ain't sucking on that tea. I don't drink that. I don't drink poison. La Tigra, don't drink poison. Don't drink poison. Hey, I can't help if somebody else is drinking the Kool-Aid. And I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna tolerate no Nazi bullshit on this channel. Your ass is gonna be gone. I'm a motherfucking veteran. I come from the toughest gang on the planet, bitch. Have a good night, Devoni. Let's get back into it. Okay. We got a big win here. Big win. You made it. Welcome back. Everything's going to be okay. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Thank you for joining the channel. I welcome your subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when we're going to be live streaming again. And if you are the first commenter on any of my lives or videos or shorts, and you'll see if you are the first commenter with a question, go ahead and ask your question there, and you'll be the winner of the first commenter free read giveaway. It's a 15-minute pre-recorded personal read, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll see when I reply to your comment with the YouTube link of your video. Yeah, we got it there. Back in the lane. Get back in our lane. We had to hit up on the boundaries there, give a little elbow to some darkness that was trying to crush our scene. No secret about it. No secret about it. This is not an exercise. We do not ask for cooperation from our oppressors. Cancer, there's a Cancer on the fence here. Do not be distracted by affairs. Do not be distracted by senseless affairs. Elevate. Elevate. When they go low, we go high. Release from attachment. Those people don't belong here. Those people don't belong here. I thank the algorithm for bringing me in front of them so they can be reminded that that is unwelcome and generally unaccepted in polite society. We got nothing but love here, but don't tell them that because I ain't putting up with it. We got nothing but love here, folks. What do we got? See, symptoms of chaos. That's how you know you're on the right track. Oh, thank you, girly gay. When the crazy comes to you, it's because you're shining so bright. 1717. What else we got? Thank you, everyone, for your support and your kindness. And of what, like, there's like, I don't know how many people this is subscribed. It gives me like 380 reasons to come back. This is all you that does it. I got here and show up here in my little studio here and throw my little cards and hang out with my little dogs and hope somebody's listening, and you come back to me with so much love. Oh, I'm going to get verklempt here. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. There's a seer here, or there's a big outpour of spiritual communion here. Big Taurus energy, big positive energy. There's an Aries that's in the dark here that needs your love. There's someone here has passed a test of some kind. It was a test of altruism. And it was all smoke and mirrors from the Ilbis, from the Jinn, from the Crossroads Demon. Yep. We got Gemini. This is a big two-faced deal. Not a temptation so much. See, the devil doesn't deal in temptations anymore. The devil doesn't have to. The devil goes out and finds his clients. He already knows the answer is yes. What the devil does, what the Crossroads Demon does, is send the darkness and send the shadows, the smoke, and all those temptation demons, puts them on little tasks to trip you up. Little tasks to tempt the people around you into being their worst selves. To try to draw you into despair because your bright light, oh, we just hit the hour blam right there. Your bright light. Your bright light. Can you hear me now? I'm calling out. Your bright light shines so greatly There's Lucifer. We see him right there. Now, we are talking about Catholic Church Lucifer. We are talking about Lucifer, the guardian of the light of creation. We are talking about the angel Lucifer, who told God, do what now? As the guardian of the light of creation, you think Lucifer couldn't see what the fuck God was doing when he made that deal with Ilbis to trip man up for all of eternity, creating the circumstances? A bet. It was a private bet. Someone's making a private bet to trip you up. It was a bet between God and Ilbis, this creature of smoke, this creature of deception. Did it have anything to do with the angel Lucifer? Return to sender. Yeah, we don't take this anymore. We don't do this anymore. Everybody can see. Everybody that had a light at COVID, let me tell you what COVID did. It flipped everybody's light switch on. And everybody sat up and go, who the fuck are you? When did they let you in? Because they looked up and they realized they've been living with a narcissist or with just like a abuser. Everybody woke up at the same time. They got locked down with their partner, and their partner couldn't go feed on anything else except for what was at home. And they started feeding on their source. And all of our light sources shined upon the wickedness that was right in front of us, and all of our foolishness, the charm fell away. The blinders fell away. The crust fell away from our eyes. There's no going back. There's no going back. Yep. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. All right, less about the cards. We're gonna move on. This deck is dried up. This deck has dried up. We see everything. Everyone sees everything. And what it shook right down to, waking everybody up, is the era of truth and reconciliation is upon us. We have not yet entered the era of solution. Hold on to your britches, folks. Pick an artistic deck, please. You didn't like that? That wasn't artistic enough for you? It's the infallibility of God that bothers me. There's too much about his own story that tells us that that is just not the case. Something is getting nipped in the bud. Someone's truth is being told for sure. The bright colors. What? Oh, the bright colors. I have a couple of decks that are pretty on the back, but the bright colors is so I was channeling some bitterness. My apologies, lady. Oh, yes, worry. That's a symptom of chaos, because that is not my nature. And when I get dipping off into, because you guys have heard me preaching, when I get dipping off into bitterness, that's a symptom of chaos. Because I know better. Travail. Using your good reason and not leaning into your emotions. And then when people fuss about, oh, it's witchcraft, they think it's all woo-woo and feeling, and no, we live in our reason. Someone's got blue eyes here. I feel like, and someone else is taking the hand here. Yeah, I definitely felt like someone has entered the energetic spirit. Someone has entered the they have interjected. Someone has interjected. Pardon the silence. So our nasty little crew that came in here into the room earlier, that energy isn't gone. They just keeping their mouth shut. But it's like they're staring from... So someone around you is brooding. Someone around you thinks that they can take the control of the situation by mean mugging you from afar. And now who's engaged in witchcraft? Thank you for the hearts. Hi, Ray. Nice to have you here. Solomon. Well, Solomon, you might have all the power right now. 2020 up there. Yeah, it's trying to manipulate, trying to move me into a place to discredit myself. Let's see, there's chicken noodle for the soul right here. Chicken noodle for the soul. Just getting back to checking in with you folks, checking in with this. Someone here, there's an older person that's trying to put a halt to something. It's seizure, but they're trying to stop something and they're not successful. There's a copycat here. Release from slavery. Manument. There's an oppressive energy about it. They don't want it to be fixed. Boy, if that just doesn't... Welcome back. Everything's going to be okay. We have the skills to play surgery with our own emotions and our own feelings and our own psychic experience. And we can determine what is our own energy, our own thoughts, our own emotions, and go, what is the rest of this shit sitting over here? Because that wasn't, that's not on me. I fixed all that stuff. Like that was $33,000 in 6 months of therapy, like 6 years of therapy. That was fine. I fixed that. I was clean. The cleaner that you get, the more that you can pick up on when there are these systems of chaos, these systems that are creating symptoms in you. And you just gotta, oh my God, look at this. Not only it's like, welcome back, everything's gonna be okay. You determine what is you so that you can determine what is not. And then you can spend time trying to reconcile all of that from your current experience, or you can say, okay, that is all just crazy. That's like dealing with a narcissist or dealing with someone that's not going to. You have to step back and observe and survey. You have to survey and you have to remain undetected, and you have to become a catharsis for yourself, a catalyst for yourself. You have to move into the observation state of your own internal self. The only time I spend time trying to reconcile all of that noise is A, to identify that, okay, that's coming from the outside of me. And then B, if I really feel like it's going to impact, well, here's some lovelier cards, and these are prettier. It's to try to pick up on a flavor or an attitude or an emotional manipulation style of someone that is an actor in your environment. And you can tell, because people misbehave in a certain fashion. They have if there's a character, just like you can detect them, and I've said this before, you can detect someone. You can you can accurately pinpoint someone by the gait of their walk from a block away. You can identify them from their gait. You can dress someone head to toe in all black, in a dark alley, and with just a minor little backlight. And okay, now walk down there 30 feet till I tell you to stop, whatever. And you can pick them off. You can tell who it is. If it's somebody that you already know, you will be alerted. Your body will have that recognition. Getting recognized game. There's like, I've got like, I can pimp, I calibrate by watching other readings. And I know whenever it's the style, it's the emotional style, it leaves a flavor of a person. There's lovers involved here. Someone's dealing, this is a romantic, something's happening here. We're talking about someone that you've been intimate with or would have liked to have been intimate with or had romantic attachment to you. Knight of Cups, Temperance, and the Seven of Wands. I'm going to get the book out here. Thank you, everyone, for joining the channel. I'm sure glad you're here. It's a pleasure to spend the afternoon with you. I'm CC with Angel Radio Tarot, and you would only find me on YouTube, but I welcome and thank everyone for their contributions while the channel is maturing. Your contributions can go right into Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot, and then the other way you can help by keeping everything maturing into the YouTube channel so we can do memberships and offers there is the number of subscribers and how long you can binge watch the channel. So the Seven of Wands, and it's in an upright position. There's a young man here, or male energy, or just I'm getting like it's either a small frame effeminate dude or it's coffee house small frame butch femme, not femme. This is a small frame bull. Okay, does that make sense? Let's see. This is about being on top, really. Just like being on top, being in charge. Maybe you're in a DS relationship. And then we've got the Temperance card. And then this Knight of Cups here is what I want to see. This is giving a mood. We're definitely talking about, this is giving a solid queer vibe. Solid, gentle, affectionate. Knight of Cups. This is a good, it's fruitful. It's an abundant relationship. There is, it's like a little king, small king. There's a short king here. And I'm saying she, because I don't want you guys to think I'm talking about a man. And this is very specific. Female, queer, greaser, coffee shop, bull. Small frame. Quiet. Deep water. Short queen. Now you say short queen, and I'm thinking it's like I spent a lot of time with drag queens. Short queen is an anatomical dude, or at birth dude. Knight of Cups. Come on. I'm jamming on this Cups energy. What is this? It's a Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. And you'll see why, this energy with the Knight of Cups and this anime femme warrior. This is a knight. This is Joan of Arc energy. This is definitely, I am speaking to my short queens, as you say. Yes. Hi, Rob Bryant. And Rachel, thank you for joining. Brooke, hi. Lady Ann the Og, yeah. Lovely to have everyone here. Let's see. This is, so arrival, approach, sometimes that of a messenger, advances, proposition, demeanor, invitation, and incitement. And this is wrapped right here with the love card. So there is some very sweet gay girl, short queen romance happening here. Like, somebody is crushing. Somebody is crushing hard. I'm blushing. Like somebody just got showed out. Like somebody got outed to their crush or something. Something. They gave themselves away. I'm on the West Coast of the United States. Where are you, Rob Bryant? Would you say the UK? Yeah. Girly gay short leash. Let's see. The Nine of Cups here. Nine of Cups here. And you see, now is when I want all my little pearl clutchers to come back in the room. Bunnick, oh, Vandenhever. Nice to have you here. Now, is Michelle your name? Where does the Bonnick Vandenhever come in? Vandenhever. 2 hours north of London. Ah, you Welsh. Well, it's got. Are you into Wales by then? Are you? Is that far enough north? Let's see. Oh no, maybe Rob. Maybe you can tell me where I might sound like I'm from. I've never left the United States, but I got this in there, and it's from early childhood. Probably Appalachian Irish, but I have no way of knowing. Let's see. I visited with a girlfriend that was visiting from London out here on the West Coast, and she's trying to nail it down where I was from. She's sure she could just about pick out the neighborhood, but she just so flabbergasted I'd never been over there. There's concord, contentment. Shake it off. Nobody else can understand what I'm saying. Concord, contentment, physical bien-être, also victory, success, advantage, satisfaction for whoever this energy is on. For or for whoever you're asking for. Someone here was curious about someone specific, and they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine. Is it Wales South? 2 hours north. What did you say, Wales? Wales is a section, isn't it? Like northern England before it crosses over into Ireland. I'm just going off of the map. I got my 23andMe done 6 months ago, a year ago, and there's I think on my dad's side it's everything is from England and Wales, and then my mom, it was wild because it's only 2 places on my dad's side, right? Boom boom, and then my mom, it was 37 countries, man. My mom's side of the family fucking got around. We've got a star is turned down for whoever this I don't know, somebody's in their happy place. And then we've got the stars turned down. I'll show you the card with it upright. It's real floaty. So when you turn it upside down, what's going on? She's like, she's still floaty, but there's no sense of gravity. The star, the star. It's it harkens back on a Masonic symbolism, especially from Rider-Waite. They're heavily influenced. Something about just it's the like the harvest card. It's the I want to say fruitfulness. Fruitfulness is getting mixed up with futility. It's pointless to try to plant anything. This is a bad time for new beginnings. Stay right where you are. Whoever this is for. Can we get a... But I want an Aquarius. Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius, this is an Aquarius issue, or this is about an Aquarius. Someone is just in a really good place, and this is not a time to go stir shit up. Okay, let's read some more from here. Kind of like this. Here we go. What do we got? What is this Aquarius about? I'm getting just this kind of sitting in the middle of a flower field. Aquarius. Why would you get up from that? Are you being called? There's some authority here. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely some authority being dropped on you, telling you need to get up from what you're doing. Somebody making demand. Why are they coming in on your off time? That advice to not move was to not react. Like somebody's trying to get you to react out of your peace. Yeah, and they're trying to come in with authority to do it. And the Ace of Wands. Creation, invention, enterprise, powers, principle, beginnings, birth, family, origin, a sense of virility, which is behind you. A starting point, according to another account, money, fortune, inheritance. I'm getting baby. Someone's making demands for a baby. Someone's making demands for you to get pulled out of your content and happy little lifestyle. Maybe you're dual income with no kids. Maybe you're a single person. There's getting some pressure. Someone wants to pull you out of this comfortable lifestyle you're in and get you to commit to social obligations that don't have anything to do with them so much as the amount of work it's going to make for you to represent. Yes, everybody give some props to Rob. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. The time and hourglass stopped still for you today. It is Rob Bryant Day all over the world. What do we got here? Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. Now we're going to get a general read. Rob, this one's for you. And we're not going to get into a habit of, oh, it's my birthday too. No. No. Hi, Joe. This is looking like King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. This is looking like Rob's read right here. It's got a lot of energy focused on Rob just now. King of Cups. That's the King of Wands. Someone's misdirecting or trying to scoop in on your winnings. Someone's horning in on your birthday, Rob. King of Cups. It's whatsoever arises out of the idea of judgment and all of its connections to power, command, and authority. This has to do with military intelligence, law, offices of the crown, and so forth. So we're talking about scoping out into the large view, a large world view. Being able to sit back and observe all of the angles of anything that might come in and be a risk to you. And the authority, just the self-autonomy and the authority to say yes to that, no to that, no to that, more of that, 50% more on that, let's pull that back by 12. You have that ability. And the authority is granted to you because you can just look at it and you have a knack for it. I mean, it's not even a knack so much. People are just deferring to your opinion. Dumbozy, how you doing? So the Queen of Pentacles upright. We're getting back into a pace here, full on read. This might be focused for Rob Bryant for his birthday today, but if any of this resonates with you, take what resonates and leave the rest. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles reversed. There is some suspicion here. There is a suspension of belief that is burgeoning on fear and mistrust. Someone's trying to undermine this authority that you have in front of somebody else. Three of Wands. Don't let them take your shine. That's what's trying to happen. Maybe somebody doesn't like the attention you're getting today. The Three of Wands, this is the end of troubles. The suspension of adversity. You met that somebody going, it's his what? And you're just not, it doesn't even reach you. You have no troubles. You don't feel any of this. You don't feel troubles, adversity, toil, or disappointment. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to, I don't know, there's just like, there's nothing that can bring you down today. I'm just checking in, make sure everybody's playing nice. No, you're all good, Deshaun. Joe Deshaun. You're not bad. It's just bad behavior. And then we've got this, the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. Where are we at? There's something here about being incognito. It's like barking at a deaf cat. Yeah, nobody can get you down right now. Karmic law is not going to allow. Hi, Scully. Thanks for your question. Karma is not going to allow you to be shat upon today. Yeah, and then you'll be receiving good karma, good advice. I know, good karma. You're getting good karma today. Good advice, counsel, instruction. There's a lot of chit chat. It's not. There's no slander here. It's just a lot of babbling. There's a lot of chit chat. All the way from Hotlanta. Well, thank you for dropping in and saying hi, Deshaun, or Joe Deshaun. I hope you hit that subscribe button, everyone. Please hit that subscribe button, help the channel grow. And then binge watch the channel. Those two things together will get us to a place where the channel will mature in YouTube's perspective. And it'll help the channel so much. It gets it in front of a lot of other people. We hit that year mark where just a certain number of subscribers and a certain number of hours watched. That Ace of Wands is coming back, man. You're just sitting in this contentment. This contentment. Oh, Linda, I just caught that. What? I'm not willing to, I'm not a physician, and I'm not going to advise you on medical care. I certainly hope that it is to your good health, and allow me to encourage you, and to not succumb to fear until knowledge is presented. It is a non-thing, and you have put the tools in place to find out. So it's not for you to know until your tests come back. So use this time to not worry. You've done what you needed to do, or you're about to get what needs to be done, so that you will know, so you won't worry. You don't have to wonder. Dylan Forales, nice to have you here. See, this is what I absolutely freaking adore about bringing this energy here and having this space where we can tell you, I hope everything works out for you. We're all sitting here going, oh crap, I hope everything works out, and wishing you the very best. You're not alone. There's a Nine of Swords here. There is big feels. There's some big feelings here. There was some concern about some isolation. No? There was some crying. Imprisonment, suspicion, doubt, reasonable fear, and shame. Yeah, you certainly have cause to be concerned. Yes. When I was 24, 25, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer, stage 3 dysplasia. And I told the people that was around me, which was other 24-year-olds. And they're like, oh, wow. Okay, so what do you, are we, you still going to do that thing on Tuesday? Or are we going to, are you, did you hear from so-and-so? Or what? It was all just like completely not, it just kind of went over their head. Like it didn't register them that it was life-threatening, that I was scared. And I felt extremely alone because nobody was reacting to this like it meant anything. And, we are here for you. We are absolutely here for you. Allow me to encourage you. Thank you for your blessings, Dylan. Thank you so much. Yep. We're going to make sure that this continues to be a safe space where light bearers can come and gather and not be discouraged. And not have anyone actively discouraging us. We get enough of that out in the real world. This is the real world. Let me remind you folks, this is the real world. We have a place here where we can come and shine and commune together and to heal each other in the places where we're falling down. Hi, Baymare Love. Thank you for being here. Well, look at how much love we generate in one little space. In one little space. So we've got the Four of Pentacles here. There is a good energy here growing. There is a good energy that is guarded, and it is beneficial, and it is with interest. It's just the surety of possessions, cleaving to that which one has, the gift, legacy, and inheritance. This is our inheritance. If you're a light bearer, you know that there are few things in this world as valuable as being there to hold the hand that needs held. It's these simple ways in which we heal the world. Let's see. Princess Diana was an enormous, boy, what a big light she had when she would just reach into a child's crib and collect them and hold them close to her when no one else on the planet would touch that child. That's a fairy godmother. That's a light bearer. Six of Swords. There's a big expression of love coming toward you, big demonstration of love coming toward you. A proposal of love, or it's just a very public expression of affection, uplifting, coming to you. Six of Pentacles. Flipped right to it. This is an important message for you. This is about the generosity. That's all this card is about generosity. Generosity, sharing, cooperation, but the vigilance of this gift giving, doing it on purpose, the attention that's given to this generosity, the intention that drives this generosity, the focus of attention during the giving, the grace that is shared there when eyes are met, when the gift is exchanged from one hand to another. Take this gift. It is of me. And if I could do anything for you, it would be to impart my love to you. And in this way, and it's now being the accepted time, that the prosperity is in this moment. Now that's like, I don't want to get lost off on this send them all my prayers and wishes bullshit, because we don't stop there, do we? If you feel this, hi, Flowley. Nice to have you here. Scully. We're not going to get into that. But I think we all know what being hunted looks like. If you've ever been a light bearer, or if some of you have learned to dim your light to avoid being hunted as a light bearer. Talking to my earth angels here. Talking to my earth angels cast down with Lucifer here. The earth angels that were sent here to watch over man. Let's get your freaking Christian lore right. We've got the Nine of Swords here. There's some more tears here with the Three of Cups. Some cause for celebration, but maybe a little overindulgence. What's going on? And the Six of Swords, again, big profession, big public profession of affection. We've got the Death card, so there's a big change here about how we do things. Big change in how we do things. We still bring the light. We still bring the gifts. But the Seven of Pentacles, we do it cautiously. We've got the Page of Cups. And there's the Seven of Pentacles here. Cause for anxiety. Don't throw your pearls before swine. Stop giving where it is unwelcome. Stop giving where you have been smacked for the pleasure, for the privilege. It is their pleasure to smack you when you give the gift. Stop giving your gift there. That's how we change doing that. Stop trying to save people that don't want to be saved. You cannot teach those who will not learn. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. And it's not a matter of how much you have to give, but stop putting your gifts in front of people who don't enjoy them. They're just going to destroy them. And they're telling you they don't want you there. Someone here is being told very clearly they don't want you there. Page of Cups. And it's upright here. It's a fair young man, or in this case, a fair young woman. A gentle, kind, light-hearted creature. Caution in trying to break a good person. Good people don't break. They flip. And they turn into your worst fucking nightmare. Good people do not like being made to have to defend themselves. But they will. And if you're the person that finally makes that good person pop, you're about to see what they do with their power before they learn how to control it. The Gratitude. Hi. Thank you for joining the channel. I hope you subscribed. Brooke Whitman. Yep. I hope you subscribe, please, and hit that notification bell so you know whenever we're coming up live again. And let's see. The Page of Cups it's impelled to render service. This is the generous. This is what that generosity looks like. A person who surrenders themselves to serve you for your greater good. I will love you to your motherfucking need. Don't make me do it. Let's see. They will study the best way to do it. They will use whatever information they have, whatever communication they have. Application, reflection, meditation, all of these things directed toward the business. They will take care of business. They will take care of business on your ass. And here we have on the side, we've got the Devil card and then the Six of Cups, which should be children playing in a new environment in a state of innocence. But this is what weighs over, is this energy of trying to consume this innocence. And how do you do that? By drawing that innocence from whoever this good person is. And how do you draw that innocence from them? By making them suffer. They feed on the suffering of goodness. Thank you, Scully. Nada. Nice face. You make that often? What's going on? It's a general read, so what applies to you, let it resonate, and then if it doesn't, let it fall on someone else's ears to help them out. So we're just focus on your question and focus on your energy and what you want to know, or where you are in this present moment, what you need to fill the tank back up again, and let that energy surface to the cards, and we'll see what applies for you. Hit that subscribe button, please. That helps the channel grow. It's greatly appreciated. It puts these good messages in front of others. And when you hit that notification bell, it lets you know when I'm going to come live again. And if you're the first person to comment with a question on any of my videos or shorts, you will be the winner of the first commenter free read giveaway. It's a 15-minute pre-recorded personal read, so include your question, please. You'll see if you're the first person there that has left their question. I'm not going to come chase you down. So the first person that sent the question through. Oh, Rahan Singh, thank you so much. And the things that help the channel grow, and I appreciate the most, is the number of subscribers and the number of hours that you allow the channel to watch. So binge watch with me for a while. Let's see, Scully, let's see if there's a message for you. Cards, do we have a message for anyone here? Do we have anything coming through? All right, we'll take that. Whew, temperature just lifted. Temperature just, is there a massage for you? I don't know. I can't give you that. See, folks, this is where spelling matters. Punctuation matters. No, I do not have a massage for you. I can't do that on YouTube. That's an OnlyFriends thing, and I'm not over there. Let's see. There is a stagnation here. There's a lack of change. We've got the death card on its head here. What we see for you is, or that we see here, let it resonate with you or let it pass. If it doesn't, that this is, there's just a stall here. If there's a death here, it's a death of energy. There's a dead stall, doldrums, no wind in the sails. There's nothing. Four of Pentacles in its inverse. We've got the Nine of Pentacles upright, the Knight of Swords, and Temperance is on its head here. Someone is, there's a lack of temperance. This being the result here, I'm guessing you're going to be triggered. There's not a temptation here so much as a reactiveness. So the Four of Pentacles was in its inverse. Yeah, again, suspense, delay, and opposition. The card came in inverted. So yeah, there's just something stalled, hard stalled. Nine of Pentacles, and up, your money is stalled. Your investment just went south. Something happened where it didn't even get through. I'm not feeling a loss here. But it just, it's like you made the call, but your broker didn't hit the button in time before the market closed. And nothing happened. Maybe you were sitting and thinking that something had happened and you were anticipating the benefit of it over a period of time. And and you're just now finding out that nothing happened. It was a no-go. Prudence, safety, success, accomplishment, certitude, and discernment. You made the right choice. It just didn't happen. Something that didn't happen. It fell off into a void somewhere. A Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords was upright. Skill, bravery, capacity, defense. With the wrath of war and destruction, opposition, resistance, ruin. You're pissed. Or you should be pissed. Someone is trying to piss you off. They've interfered with your money. And you are coming for blood. They want you to come for blood. They want you to flip the fuck out and lose your mind. It wasn't enough what they did to you before or whatever they got in the way of before. And they couldn't take your money directly from you because that would be robbery. But what they did was they interfered with the transaction. They interfered with the transaction somewhere. They didn't refund you. Their refund didn't go through. You left there. I hope you kept receipts. Hope you kept receipts of the transaction. Yep. I'm getting the same thing. I made a return to Amazon. I took it to the UPS. Thank goodness I only spent $7 on it because they 6 weeks, 8 weeks later, I got the message saying that they're going to just charge my account because I didn't get the product. The return didn't happen. How does that happen? Somebody did a little 5-finger discount after I returned it because I had the paper receipt from the dude. We stood there and had conversation about the product and why I was returning it. I'm pulling pertinent relative details. These are the things that you can look for. And somehow I had rejected his advance. He had questions about the product, and I was social enough, but he asked me if I would use it on him. Like I was replacing a set, or I got the wrong set. And I brushed him off. Hey, Jason. And what happened? So then they took it for themselves and never sent it back through. That's the storyline you're looking for. So what we've got here now, justice was impaled. Justice was impaled. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is upright. Yeah. Taking flight. Someone's on the run. In darkness, or they're hiding, they're obscured in darkness. They're being shady and friendly, but they're on the move, possibly changing residence, but they're running with whatever they took. The Nine of Wands. Strength in opposition, attack. The person will meet an onslaught boldly, makes a formidable antagonist. And they're held up, or they're holding things up. So this person was able to put a stop to whatever you were trying to do. Hi, O'Hara. Yeah, I don't think I like we're going to do this. It'll take just a second here. Okay, great. That's better. Hi, Cecilia. Oh, you can ask, but what I prefer is that you focus on your question and your energy there, and that brings attention to the cards for your question, and let resonate what comes up. So you don't have to ask your question specifically in the room. Just focus on your question here in your mind, in your imagination, and continue watching. What do we got? A Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. I'm going to hold it upright for you, but it was inversed. Yes, I do love the artist on this. Ten of Swords. There is profit to be had here. Favor, but none of this is permanent. So you're being encouraged to take advantage of a windfall and then cut your losses. I don't know, and for DA, you'll have to keep watching and see if any of this resonates for you. Yeah, there's a temporary windfall here. So take advantage of it when it hits for you. When something good strikes or takes a good turn, don't delay. When someone makes an offer here and it's a yes, don't sit there and haggle because they won't offer again. Don't go, oh no, I couldn't really. Okay, and that'll be it. The Ten of Wands. Thank you for the hearts. I'm just glad you're here, and 48. There's a couple of conflicting things here. There's a mood of acting with honor and good faith, but it is a card of oppression here, fortune, gain, and any kind of success, and then it's the oppression of these things. So there's a little bit of like false face here, like a little bit two-faced here. Someone that wants to give you a win only to shame you. Someone that wants to tell you a good job and pat you on the back and then offer you a backhanded compliment. And if there's a question of a lawsuit, there is certain loss here. There's not a good intent. There's not a good actor here. This person presents as a faithful, genuine person, but they are a bad actor. And then the Queen of Wands. This is a dark woman, or moody country woman, chaste, loving, and honorable. This is country, kind of like isolated a little bit, stays to herself. Kind of people mistake her for being kind of broody, like dark, moody. I'm getting Helena Bonham Carter. Let's see. Also, it signifies love, money, or certain success in business. So this is a woman who is stalwart on her business. Not a frivolous woman. Not a very reactive person either. They're very cool and distant, but they're very much in command of their own authority. This is respectable by distance. And then what do we have? This last card here, Queen of Cups. There is a nasty bitch. Is this what I think it is? This is not the same person. This is her enemy. Tell me I didn't. Oh, I had that wrong. I was thinking Queen of Swords. This is the affirmation that you are dealing with the this is who she is on the inside. This other one was how they see her. Nathan, hi. Thanks for joining all the way from France. That's wonderful. I watch France 24 on the YouTube over here. It's how I make sure I'm not getting fed propaganda. Let's see. France 24 in English. Don't go rambling. Queen of, the Queen of Cups here is the affirmation that you are dealing with a genuine, distinguished woman. Oh, and there it is. No, they present as a really good person, but they're not to be trusted. Perverse, vice, dishonor, depravity. See, I almost thought that they were the same person. This Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is inverted. This is a twin. Is this a twin? I started to say this was giving like the new Wizard of Oz, Ariana Grande, and God, I wish I knew that woman's name. She is so intensely present. I am drawn to her. The woman that plays the not Ariana. What's her name? What's the other woman? The good witch and the bad witch. She's the green one. The green woman. But there's this vast misunderstanding. Someone is being, like there's a smear campaign. The accounts vary. A good woman, otherwise distinguished woman, but not to be trusted. Perverse woman, vice, dishonor, and depravity. So this is the person that everyone thinks is the good person. And they're not. And they're totally overshadowing. See how young and innocent and childlike that is? Like, just... And then again, the Queen of Wands is holding on to the distinguished Ace of Wands here. This contentment that relies. Cynthia Erivo, thank you. She relies... God, I'm getting it backwards. This contentment of the Ace of Wands relies on and gets its source from this queen. So she's quiet and centered. There was a lot of deception with that. But there is, because this was flipped over, we were over here, it was separate. This is just like an overview framework for the narrative coming. I just got bad chills here. What is this? Coming in with some negativity does not want to be seen. Oh, thank you for liking and subscribing. Kusum Ponya. I would like for you to focus on your question, and let's see how the cards resonate with you today, okay? You don't need to ask your question directly. Just focus on your question and see how the cards resonate. So the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups right down the middle. No matter how this goes, there's going to be a coming together and overindulgence. This overindulgence is going to come in the form of a celebration, party, alcohol overindulgence, over-imbibing. If you don't take alcohol, there'll be some kind of overstimulation. Yeah, let's see. Imprisonment, suspicion, doubt, reasonable fear, and shame. So somebody knows they're about to fuck up. Maybe they know they're about to come and do something bad to you. They're guilty of premeditation. They're trying to be very careful and safe about this. They're trying to... Great wickedness still relies on great concentration. The Seven of Pentacles and then the Page of Cups. This is the flip side of this over there. Are they going to come in and try to, like, roofie? They're going to try to drive some overindulgence to you or drive you into overindulgence. Seven of Pentacles. There is some cause for anxiety regarding money, which you might be proposed to lend. They're going to come at you and tell you that you owe them the favor of lending them money. That sounds a lot twisted, doesn't it? They're going to try to make you feel like you owe them the opportunity to borrow from you with no assurance that they're going to pay you back. See how twisted that is? Let's see. And what it comes down to for you is resting in the Page of Cups. Resting in the Page of Cups. Why the Page? This fair young woman that is impelled to render service and make herself a student of you. This is you. This is in the meditation, application, reflection toward business. You are not one to go hand in your money out. You were, hi, Aaron, and Eternal Union, hi. You are not obliged to lend this person money, especially if you know it is not a good deal. Yeah. Okay, well, we've just hit 2 hours. I want to thank everyone for being here. I hope I called your names out, and if I missed you, I'll hit the notification button so we can catch up the next time I'm live. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. You can only find me here on YouTube, and I thank everyone for your contributions through Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. And until the channel matures by your subscriptions and you binge watching the channel and putting enough hours under our belt here that YouTube, we can say we can run memberships through the channel. And if you are the first person to comment with a question on any of my videos or shorts, you will be the winner of the first comment or free read giveaway. Make sure you include your question. I'm not going to come hunt you down. And you will need to hit the notification bell so you'll know when I reply to your comment with a link to your personal read. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever we're coming back up for another live reading. And enjoy the channel. Enjoy your time here. Thank you so much. It seems we